Pause for Peace with me, Pastor Jule, and we're releasing this podcast to you on July 26, 2026, the ninth Sunday in this season after Pentecost. And wow, how is it already the end of July? It's just so crazy to think we're like zooming right through this summer. Although it feels here in Middle Tennessee like we're like dragging through this summer as the temperatures are hotter and hotter, and as we are just like in this mode of being like sloth-like, needing to move a little slower maybe as we kind of stay indoors. In my neighborhood, I hardly see anybody out at all. And it's just like, wow, we are really in the dog days of summer. And kids are about to go back to school, like teachers are gearing up to get started. And so it's this like weird time where so many are still taking like last vacations and getting ready for a new school year if we're in that mode. And yet here we are in just like the end of July. And it has me thinking about like, what is the purpose of summer? What's the purpose of these days, which are so long, bright light for so long, and can be so hot and so stifling humidity here in Middle Tennessee, at least. And I am a big lover of summer. You know that already if you follow this podcast. There's nothing more that I love than to be out on the beach, to be somewhere outside, enjoying beautiful nature, enjoying sunshine on my face and on my shoulders. I love it so much. It's this sense almost of like Sabbath is coming to me as we're in these like last days of July. And when I think about Sabbath, like taking a breather, taking a rest, these words I've shared before from Myra by Starr's beautiful book on the female mystics, Wild Mercy, she like talks this beautiful way of talking about like an invitation from God to come into Sabbath, to just rest. And she uses this metaphor as if God is like this mama with this great big lap and is saying to us like, come here, come on, bring that basket in which you carry all of your worries and concerns, your trials and tribulations, your challenges you're going through, like bring it all right here, sit it down at my feet, come on up on my lap and just take a rest. Like if we could really have that image of like curling up on God's lap, on this gracious mama's lap, and being enveloped in these arms of nurture and love, and just for a moment pausing, stopping. In her book, Myra by Starr speaks of this like way that God would say to us, like, just drop your basket of worries at my feet. When Sabbath is over, when you're finished, you'll be able to take them up again, but you probably will find that the basket is much lighter, that all of these things that we think are ours to do, these tasks and these worries that we have, that we carry around, and these things that we think like, oh, we got to tick this off our list. Like after our Sabbath, most probably the basket will be much lighter, and we will be able to go forth from those moments of rest, rejuvenated, refreshed, ready to take on what really matters. I also am reminded when I think of Sabbath of this beautiful ritual that is a part of my life, and it comes out of this understanding of like Christian Sabbath keeping. You know, in the Jewish religion, it's a command. Like it's a command. The fourth command of the Bible in Exodus is that we are to observe Sabbath. And there's a way that in a Jewish family that we actually come together around a table and we light candles and we wash our hands of the work of the week and we delight in the fruits of the earth. We take of the wine, we drink of it, and we take of the bread and we remember the way that God provides. And there's a line in the liturgy that I will often use for a Christian Sabbath keeping that reminds us that in Genesis, God actually stopped to look with delight on it all. That the seventh day, when creation is completed by this force of life that is causing all things to come into being, when it pauses, when it observes a time of rest on the seventh day, it actually does so. God does so to take delight in all that has been created. And in fact, in Genesis, we hear like Yahweh saying, it is good, it is good. And as Yahweh looks upon the creation of human beings, it is tov, tov is the Hebrew. It is very good. Like God is delighting on the seventh day, on this day of rest. God is delighting in what has been created. The work that God has been about all week in bringing about this beautiful world, this glorious creation at the time of rest is when God actually can look and delight in it all. The wisdom of Sabbath keeping, the wisdom of the way, like Myra by stars is in that image, inviting us to take a rest on the great mama's lap, is for us to take those moments to delight. For me, summer is a lot about delight. There are tastes that are unique to summer, like in July, the fresh strawberries. When I was a child, we always were able to like go pick the fresh strawberries from the field, and the peaches that come in, and like how we can just delight in the sweet juiciness of the tastes of summer, of like all that is growing and the abundance of the earth, and we can take that all in and take great delight. We can even take a rest in these hot, humid days. We could actually like lean back for just a moment and contemplate, like, what in my life do I need to take delight in? Like, what am I missing? Like, we can go about living surface ways, you know what I mean? Like, just like skimming by, getting all the tasks done, running through life, but failing to truly take delight, have gratitude for that which is in our life. My invitation in this pause for peace is for us to get quiet for just a few moments, to listen for what in my life do I need to take delight in. I know I'm like dangling a preposition at the end there, but like, what in my life do I need to take delight in? So let's get ourselves centered for a moment. So much of living can pull us off-centered. Just get ourselves back grounded, paying attention to your toes, like maybe even heel-toeing your feet into the earth. Even if you're in a room like I am, there is ground underneath me somewhere. The building is held up by the earth. And so my intention is to connect down deep into the earth, like bring my awareness to my feet, get myself back grounded as if I was like a beautiful tree. Sometimes we do that in yoga. As if I was a beautiful tree with really deep roots, the tendrils from my feet going so far into the earth, that is teeming with so much life during these months in the Northern Hemisphere of summer. Let's take a deep breath from our belly. Another way that gets us centered, focused back in this center point of ourselves. We release that slowly and we take another deep breath from our belly. Hold it for a moment and release slowly. We can begin to settle into this place of centeredness, turning inward into stillness. There may be so many things still going on in the world around us, but as we close our eyes and get into this centered place in us, what the mystics refer to as like this finest point, this immortal diamond, this like the nothingness in us that nothing can touch, which is the sheer gift of God that is in us. Like as we focus in on this still point within, we might have to truly seek to quiet what's going on in our mind and drop in, using our breath one more time, another deep breath. Slowly release. Like imagining all the monkey mind things being in that basket that's just going to sit at the foot of the Great Mama as we, in these moments, take a little bit of quiet to listen for what in our lives we need to be taking delight in. So opening the energy of our heart there in the center of our chest. Using our breath to come back to the stillness, the centeredness within. We have this intention, we make this our prayer to be listening inwardly through the heart space to what in my life do I need to take delight in. Listen, let the inward presence of God, the Spirit of God that is in you, reveal to you what this is that you need to be taking delight in, especially in these slower paced days of the heat of summer. In what in my life do I need to take delight? Really be noticing. Maybe there's a taste that's coming forth on the tip of your tongue. Maybe there's a sound you are hearing. Maybe you're actually feeling something on your skin. A cool breeze if you're outside. Maybe the heat of the summer sun. Maybe there's a image coming forth of a person. Maybe there's a song that is starting to sing along in your head. Whatever it is, receive it as a gift, as this way that the inward presence of God is revealing to you what in your life you need to be taking delight in. Let's take another deep breath. We release slowly, and as we do, in this moment, we send the gratitude to the indwelling presence of God for revealing to us what has been revealed, for giving us this gem that has come forth in this pause for peace, for showing us in what in our lives we need to take delight. Inwardly, we give great thanks. And as we're coming out of the stillness, make that commitment, that inward commitment, that what has been revealed to you today about what in your life you need to be taking delight in, that you will actually make that a part of a daily practice of literally noticing, doing one thing to honor what has been revealed, to take delight in that which is a part of your life that is so calling for your notice, for your celebration. And when you're ready, if you've had your eyes closed, you can open them once again and come back to the awareness of this present moment. Find a way, hopefully you've made that commitment that you will find a way to take delight, to observe, honor, revere, however you need to do that, but to take delight in that which has come. Like one of the images that came to me in the closing little bit of the silence was my little dog. And it's so easy to take my little dog for granted. Like he is there all the time. He's not all that needy, honestly, but like when do I actually take delight in this beautiful creature? Like he has such a cool personality. I love it, love it, love it. It's so unique. And I know like he's aging and I don't want to miss this gift of taking delight in him, especially in the summer. He still wants to go on our little walks and do our little thing, but he likes to do that when it's a bit cooler. And just really paying attention to him is one thing that has come for me. Whatever it is that has come for you in this time that's been revealed to you, find a way to capture that and bring it into your waking world, like to concretize it, we would say in the dream world, and to like really make that one thing of taking delight in your life, make that a part of each day in the week that lies ahead. I hope you do have an incredible week. If you are somebody who's getting like a last minute vacation, a few days away, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Know that part of rest is for this honoring the work that we have done, for like delighting in what has been and truly being rejuvenated in the joy that can come from what will lie ahead. Have a blessed week. Teachers, our prayers are with you. Families, as you're doing your last minute getting ready for school in these weeks that lie, days that lie ahead, know that we are here for you. We are cheering you on, and we are hoping this will be one of the best years ever. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time on Pause for Peace.